everybody, how are you? I'm just sniffing my very favorite flower. Have you ever seen a plant or a flower like this? This is actually called an orchid. It's so awesome. I'll tell you more about it in just a moment. Today I want to play a game with you, and this game is called Fact or Fib. I'm going to give you words to describe Mrs. Rumphius. If you believe that those words are true or they're a fact, you're going to say fact with a thumbs up. If I give you a word that does not describe Mrs. Rumphius, you're going to say fib and give me a thumbs down. If the word does indeed describe Mrs. Rumphius, I will tell you and I will ring the bell. Are you ready? Here we go. By the way, I found this picture by a better artist online, and I did print it out, cut it out, and glued it into my notebook. If you want to draw Mrs. Rumphius and give words to describe her, then you can do so as well. But I'm covering up the words because I don't want you to see some of the words I'm going to be asking you about. Isn't that such a better picture? Oh my. I'll show you the real deal in just a moment. Here we go. Fact or fib? Was Mrs. Rumphius talented? Was Mrs. Rumphius talented? Fact or fib? Yes, Mrs. Rumphius was talented. She was able to make the world beautiful by working with her hands and planting so many gorgeous lupines. Next word. Was Mrs. Rumphius lazy? Fib. Of course Mrs. Rumphius wasn't lazy. She wanted to make the world a much more beautiful place. What's the opposite of lazy? Hardworking. Was Mrs. Rumphius adventurous? Ooh, big word. Adventurous. Meaning she liked to do different things, go different places, and try new ideas. Yes, Mrs. Rumphius is adventurous. Ugly. Oh, I don't mean ugly on the outside. I mean like ugly on the inside, like an ugly heart. Fact or fib? Was Mrs. Rumphius ugly on the inside? In her heart? By her actions? By the words that she used? By her thoughts? Fib. Mrs. Rumphius was not ugly. She was beautiful on the inside. Fact or fib? Did Mrs. Rumphius go from sad to happy in the story? Fact or fib? Yes, Mrs. Rumphius was sad at the beginning, but she solved the problem by doing something better and was much happier. Was Mrs. Rumphius joyful in most of the story? Fact or fib? Yes, Mrs. Rumphius was so joyful in so many ways when she was doing what she felt would make the world a better place. Rude. Hello. Was Mrs. Rumphius rude? Fact or fib? Fib. Mrs. Rumphius wasn't rude. She was so nice. Friendly. Was Mrs. Rumphius friendly? Fact or fib? Yes, Mrs. Rumphius was friendly. How do you know? What from the story made you realize that Mrs. Rumphius was friendly? You are one smart cookie. Was Mrs. Rumphius a storyteller? Yes, Mrs. Rumphius was a storyteller. Last word. Was Mrs. Rumphius bossy? I mean, she was sowing a lot of seeds through the story. Fact or fib? Fib. Mrs. Rumphius was not bossy. She was a giver, and she was such a wonderful person to work with and to do so many wonderful things for planet Earth. Boys and girls, today your writing assignment is to write about your favorite flower. If you're like, Miss Oliver, I don't even know any types of flowers besides like a rose, go and look up on the internet with your parents' permission, of course, different types of flowers and pick your very favorite one. Maybe your mom and dad will let you plant one day. Or, better yet, you could ask your mom what her favorite flower is, or your grandma, or your aunt, and let her be surprised on Mother's Day with that flower that's her favorite. This flower is my favorite. This is an orchid. I love how it stands up but also curves to the side. And you can tell that it is about to bud. It has little buds where it's not about to bud, it's about to bloom. It has little buds, and some of the leaves or petals actually have a little bit of a color, like it's been dipped in a color. And the way that it stands, we actually have to tie it to a stick so that it is able to stand up correctly and not flop over. And here are the leaves. Now I know what you're wondering. Miss Oliver, is this a real? It's not. Actually got it at Walmart for $7.88. But guess what? I was afraid I would not be able to grow one. So I have this sitting on my kitchen table. Now, boys and girls, this is a real plant. And it doesn't have to be your flower as your favorite plant, but you can tell that I need to, it has not been moist enough. It's been inside my house without the sunshine, so I'm going to have to go and water it. But this is a plant that I was able to get at Walmart for $5. And this plant needs medium light, and it is, an indoor plant that is a palm plant. Well, folks, if you ever want to find your favorite flower, just go online, look it up, draw a picture, and write about it. Here's mine. My favorite flower is an orchid. Isn't that funny how it has a CH? You would think they would say orchid, but it's actually an orc. The CH makes the K sound. I love its colors and super fun shape. This is the best way that I could draw an orchid. What do you think? Is it the same? I love you guys. Tell us what your favorite flower is and tell us what you love about it. See you soon. Comment below. Bye-bye.